Hello, beautiful ones. Hey, I had another thought drop in today. And one of the things that's happening when we're working with the new frequencies that are coming in and being activated and having ideas and nudges to expand what we do in service to the change that's happening on the planet is we might start to, and we can't help but, it's very human, to compare ourselves with other light workers and what they're doing and what they're offering. And this can be inspirational, I think. I often find it inspirational, but it doesn't serve much of a higher purpose if we're looking at them and then looking at ourselves in comparison, because, and here's what came through today, you are so uniquely you. No one else is you. No one else can bring what you're bringing to this transition on the planet, and no one else, not another being anywhere, has your energy signal, the pattern that made you, the unique gifts that you brought with you here. All of that is unique to you. It's pretty powerful. No one else can bring what you're bringing to the table right now. So I was talking to a gal who's right in the heart of the hurricane path in North Carolina. For some reason, her place where she's living was spared, but I was talking to her and she's still kind of coming out of shock. They were in survival mode for a couple weeks, finally are coming back online and starting to be able to function in normal ways again, but traumatic nonetheless. And we were talking about the beautiful coming together and community that so often is part of the byproduct, or perhaps the intended energetic shift. You could look at it that way, that happens when a huge event like this happens on the planet. A lot of times people come from all over and respond in really unique and beautiful ways that really build community and a sense of connection. And she was kind of downplaying. She said, well, I wasn't really able to do too much. We were in survival mode. I wasn't able to do too much, but the hotel down the street was making meals 3 times a day for everybody. So I went out to my garden and I harvested all the things I had left, and I brought it down to the chef there, and I walked in and gave it to the chef there, and that's what I could do. But I didn't really go and volunteer anywhere. And she kind of repeated a couple times, I couldn't really do anything. And I said to her, I said, but we don't measure what we give at any given time on the planet by a quantifiable measuring stick. What we do is we check in with ourselves and into our heart center, and we say, is this coming from the pure love that I am? Our I am love presence. And if it is, it doesn't really matter if it's a nickel, or if it's $1 million, or if it's a carrot, or if it's an entire harvest from someone's garden. It's what you had to give from your resources, your love resources, your love bank in that moment that you were able to share. And I pointed out to her, she said the chef came and found her the next day and was really appreciative for the gift she'd given. And I said, and I want you to take it further. I said, think about it. Your food that you donated nourished somebody in need. Somebody received their nourishment for the day, partially from the food that you donated. And she said, yeah, I guess that's right. And I said, and nobody else gave the food that you gave. That was yours to give, and you gave it. And it was your gift to give in that moment that came from your heart. And she said, yeah, I guess it was. And I said, and you were in shock and in survival mode, and you were still able to give that part of yourself, to be thinking in those terms. And even though you're feeling that it wasn't enough, you gave what you had to give, and it was precious. So that got me thinking about sharing this idea of what we do each day. And some days we're really motivated and we have a lot to put out there energetically. And I know I'm finding that some days I just can't wait to get out there and just shine and just share my light. And I'm working with weaving projects with new patterns on the planet, and just be. I can't wait to go out and share my beingness and my joy. But some days I don't have that to give. And circling back around to the beginning of this conversation, if we're looking at other people and what they're producing or how they're helping or supporting this shift and comparing ourselves, we're just not doing ourselves any favor, because that's their beautiful light that they brought that is unique to them, that they're being guided and being led and being motivated to share. Trust me, some days more, some days less. And your light is your light, and your energy and the shifts of all of us are going through so many transitions right now with all the shifts on the planet and processing all these energies. And sometimes, for example, sometimes what I can give for the day is to take my walk and just be love and just walk through the trees and walk on the path that I walk on and walk through my neighborhood and just be love. Love for everybody. And that's my gift for the day. That's what I have to give. And some days I'm more involved in prepping writing or, right now I'm in the process of thinking about how I might offer the things that I brought here with me to the planet at this time on a broader spectrum. And that's for me to figure out and be guided to do. And it's something that I will uniquely bring to this planet at this time. So I just wanted to kind of pop on and share that perspective that, gosh, you're all just beautiful people. We're all beautifully divine expressions of gorgeous source, God, whatever resonates with you, spirit, love light. And we came here because we have absolutely beautiful gifts to share at this time. So when you're checking in with yourself and saying, what do I have today to share? Some days it might be, I have light for myself. I'm going to sit on the couch and nurture myself and make my way through this day and this passage that I'm going through. And some days it'll be something absolutely unique to you that you have to bring and to share. And it will be absolutely transformative for the people around you, for the planet, for the elementals, for the energy on this planet. So be the gift that you came here to be. Step into the gift that you came here to be, and don't compare yourself in that way to other people. Instead, I'm finding I look at other spiritually motivated or light workers, I would call them, and I'm looking at what they're doing and the content that they're bringing and the information that they're receiving as gifts to augment what I'm hearing and what's resonating with me and what I'm receiving in my own personal journey. And it all just sort of builds, and there's no competition when we're all one. We're just all beautiful additions to the one, making it complete. So you complete the one consciousness on this planet. Without you, it isn't complete. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you go out there today and shine your light the way only you can.